Hello, everyone, and welcome to Season 2 of Movies and Beyond. I'm your host, Movie Blaze, and my co-host is Awesomedude.
Woo, hello everyone.
Yep, and our guest, Dark Hawk Official.
Hello.
Yes, and we're so happy to be back. I know it's been about a week, but we're back now, and with a brand new season. A recap on what's happening during the season. Uh, David's gonna pop by every now and again. So is Donovan, and so is Owen. I don't know about Will. Maybe not. Really, it all depends. And if you've seen the intro, you might notice that Awesome Dude is in now. I mean, not awesome. Well, Awesome Dude is in now, but Awesome Man is also now, and that's because every now and again, on occasion, he might pop up as a cause. So, wanted to add him on there as well.
Alrighty.
Woo.
Oh, Vitamin Nick wants to join. Um, let's see. Let's go over the things we watched real quick. All right,
Okay.
I'm gonna add Vitamin Nick. Vitamin Nick. If you're gonna join, there's some rules. Actually, let me lay down the rules for you guys real quick. So, for anyone who's like a host or a co-host, you guys can't be talking over each other, only one at a time. And if I say someone's name, like for instance, Awesome Dude, what do you think about this? And then we all mute our mics so that way Awesome Dude can talk. And then, same goes for me. Same goes for Dark Hawk Official, and same thing goes for Nick. And that's how we're going to do it.
All
All
right.
right?
Okay.
All right. Yeah.
All right. Then, and I put in it, and I'll try to remind myself to put one in the private chat. So whenever that person's done, I can just say one, and then you guys can unmute yourselves and Another thing too. Let's not go off topic. I know last season was insane, but this season let's try to keep it professional. Try to keep everything in order. So with that out of the way, guys, and let me say hi to the chat real quick. History Man's the only one. Yeah, History Man is the only one here. All right, hello, History Man. How you doing?
Hello there, History Man.
Gabe the
Sony
Gabe the
Animation is
Bomb
making an
Boy. All
anime.
right, all right. Are you guys ready for this episode?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Or yes, I am.
Yes.
All right. Let's be.
Someone responded on the chat saying about how Sony Animation is making an
Well, hold on, hold
anime.
on, hold on, hold on. Hold on. We'll talk about that when we get to movie news. But for now, let's head on over to things we watched. Well, I have, since it's been about a week, I've seen If, I've seen the Garfield movie, and Strangers, and let me go on my letterbox first and see what I have watched, because that is always good. If you guys don't have a letterbox, I highly recommend it. It's a great way to stay on track with your movies and your watches. And yeah, actually everything I seen I mentioned on the last podcast episode. So I really haven't been seeing much of anything really. But let's see. Dog Hawk, what have you seen?
Recently yesterday I watched Guinea Pig Devil's Experiment. It's one of the most disturbing movies ever, and I hated it. Also watched Rambo 3, Confessions of a Teenage Drama Queen, The Day After Tomorrow, Red's Dream, and The Shining.
Oh, did you enjoy them?
Yeah, some of them.
All right, that's good. Vitaminic, have you watched anything?
Yeah, recently I saw If on Tuesday. I also watched the new episode of Hell of a Boss. You know what that is? That independent animated show made by Vizzy Pop. With like it's the same person who made Hazbin Hotel. It's like an independent show on YouTube. Never mind. Anyway, yeah, it's pretty much all I've been watching recently. All I watched recently this week.
All right, that's good. Meet your mics for Awesome Dude. And Awesome Dude, what have you watched?
All right, so I watched Lego Ninjago. I just finished the second season of Dragons Rising. I really love it, and it's great. I also watched Garfield, or I watched it a few weeks ago, but I watched it. I just it was really
Oh, hold up.
yeah.
Before you continue, save your thoughts on that because that's part of the discussion for this episode.
All right, right. So it was not that good. All right, that's everything I'm going to say. And I watched Skibbity Toilet. No, no, just kidding. Just kidding.
No.
And that's kind of like all I watched. But yeah, I watch I loved watching Lego Ninjago, and I'm going to watch it every single time again. All right, that was what I watched.
All right, all right. Well, we're gonna take a quick break, and then once we return, we'll talk about movie news. All right, and we are back. And now let's move on to movie news. All right, and we have quite a few. There were a few topics that I want to go over. Starting with this one, with Venom: The Last Dance. The first trailer for Venom: The Last Dance is reportedly releasing next week. Any thoughts on that?
Yeah, I heard it was releasing on Monday. Um, funny enough, that same day I'm also having a little, not to get a little too personal, but basically,
Oh wait, hold up. Okay. Wait, that's all your thoughts on Venom?
and sorry if I'm like a mess today. I just
That's
woke
all right.
up early.
Uh,
I'm kind of wondering
that,
how people are gonna respond to the trailer because coming from someone who watches movie review channels sometimes nowadays, the Sony spin-off universe, easily in my opinion, kind of one of the most. How do I put this? It's not bad, but it's not good either. So maybe like eh, universes of all time. In my opinion, Them Let There Be Carnage was a good movie. It wasn't as bad as everyone was making it out to be. Venom 2018 I never really got around to watching. I actually did see Morbius when it came out in theaters. And I think we were the only people in the theater. And if you've been on the podcast, then you know I did force myself to watch Madam Web last week on Netflix. And let me just say this, Madam Web, it was one of the most boring movies I've ever watched. It doesn't even feel like a Spider-Man movie. It just feels like another generic movie. It just feels like a nothing burger movie, in my opinion.
all right. I
It's not
wanna.
even part of the Sony Spider-Man universe. so it likely doesn't count. But still, another. Anyway, back to you, movie boys.
All right. I should have said this on there, but we see you guys on the chat. We will be answering questions at the end of each episode. So any questions you guys have, put them in the comments now, and we'll get to them by the end of the show. Also, I wanna also mention that you guys can follow us on Spotify. Um, you can follow us on every streaming platform that has podcasts, Spotify, iTunes, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music. So if you have any of those, we're on now. Now, with that out of the way, I want to go to Doc Hawk Official. What are your thoughts on Venom The Last Dance? Are you excited? And are you excited for this trailer?
So I guess I have a little bit of a hot take with the Sony Spider-Man universe. I haven't seen Madame Web, but I have seen Venom, and I thought Venom was great. I thought it was a fun movie, pretty funny. No, that's kind of a hot take, but at the end of the day, I gave it an 8 out of 10. I haven't seen Venom Let There Be Carnage, but I would say, yeah, I have some excitement for Venom The Last Dance.
Yeah, Doc Hawk. I agree with you. I haven't seen Venom yet, but the theme song is pretty good. Just don't tell Dumbsville that you like Venom because, oh boy.
And then, last thing, this is a little off topic, but it is newer, coming out soon. It's movie news. I am pumped for The Mandalorian and Grogu coming out in 2026.
Oh,
Same.
that's definitely interesting. I mean, that's not Venom related, but it is related to movie news. So, good job, Doc Hawk.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And last but not least, we have Awesomedude. What are your thoughts on Venom The Last Dance? And are you excited for the trailer coming out?
All right. Boring. Let's go to the next movie. No, but for real, the movie I watched like a few weeks ago because I knew there was going to be a third Venom movie. I watched the first one and I only watched it halfway through because I was just like, what the heck am I watching? It was so boring. It was so boring. I don't know. I also have minifigures of Venom. I really don't know why because I'm a stupid boy. No, but I really don't know. I'm probably not going to see it at all or even watch the trailer. I'm not a diehard Venom or Marvel fan. I like the movies, but off topic, of course. But I really don't know how I feel about the trailer. I really just do not care that much. So I'm just going to say I watched only the first 30 minutes of Venom, and I just was just like, oh, this is kind of boring, so I skipped to the end, and that was the only thing that was kind of like good. Yeah, I'm not saying it's really good, but there are some. It might sound kind of like dumb but I really did not like the Venom movie. Sorry, guys, but yeah, so I'm not really excited for it. If the trailer comes out, I maybe take a look at it, but I know there are some Venom fans, but no, I'm not. So yeah, that's what I have to say.
Yeah, I agree with you about not really being that much excited for the third Venom movie. Awesome, dude. And from what I've heard about the plot, the movie sounds interesting to say the least. Like I'm a guy who has watches 3C films as sometimes, and when he told in the plot, and I'm pretty sure you all know this, but he also actually revealed the plot of Venom 3 in the plot,
Jeez.
and if don't. I know this might lead to this podcast getting taken down, but I'm gonna say it. There's gonna be Peter Parker is gonna be in the movie, but he's gonna be 10 years old.
All right, that idea already sucks. But
Yeah,
the only good thing about Phantom Let There Be Carnage was just the actor that played Carnage. Like Carnage was the only good thing in that movie. Sorry, but it is just I think I'm kind of like right.
Yeah, it's weird too because I'm pretty sure Sony's been trying to add a Spider-Man to their Sony spin-off villain universe for a long time. I mean, they were going to originally they wanted Andrew Garfield to come back as Spider-Man. So at one point, this Venom Morbius universe was going to be connected to the Amazing Spider-Man movies. Thankfully, that didn't happen. And I remember when I was 12. This might sound off topic. I remember when I was 12 coming up with this theory that they take place in the same universe as the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies. This is before I saw Spider-Man 3, so bear with me here. But then one of them said that Venom was already in Spider-Man 3, so that theory was shot down. And the main reason why was because the newspapers in that universe were the same ones. The Daily Bugle newspapers were the same ones seen in the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies, which is where I came up with the theory. I mean, I feel like Sony's kind of fumbling the bag, a little bit with this universe because I remember when Morbius released in theaters, and they were likely going to try to go for something Spider-Man related, where basically they add all these connections to our Spider-Man movies. And everyone was theorizing that this would have been the movie that was answered what Spider-Man was in the Venom universe. Yeah, but then, but then Sony, being the company they are, just went, psych, this was false advertising. There is no Spider-Man in this universe. You're just gonna watch a vampire movie that with the most unsatisfying ending. But they still keep the cameo where Michael Caine's in the movie who plays as a Vulture in Spider-Man: Homecoming is somehow in that universe, where they were trying to set up this quote unquote the Sinister Six movie, I guess. And it's like to say, I don't know, like the universe is just the villains are better off to just be MCU characters, and well, hopefully this movie could be just like one of those dumb fun movies. And there are some people theorizing that it's just going to be one of those movies that happen in one day, where the events just happen in one day as a whole. So it could be a little fun, but I don't know. I might watch it anyway. Hopefully they get Eminem back to doing the cover, the main theme of the movie, because those were the best parts of the first movie. So yeah, those are my thoughts.
Venom. Venom. Sorry, I like that song.
All right. Now it's time for my thoughts on Venom: The Last Dance. Well, I've made it no secret. I have said multiple times that I love the Venom films. I I know that they're bad, and trust me, they are. But they're bad in a fun, campy way, if you guys get what I'm saying. And I'm just so excited for the third one. Could it be good? I hope so. If it's bad, I still don't care because either way, I'm excited. And even if it's bad, I could say, well, at least, at least I saw a fun, entertaining film. And I know I'm a movie critic, but, every now and again, I don't mind watching a movie that's so dumb that just likes to have fun. Like, I don't go to all these movies thinking, huh, what's the what's the art? What's the meaning behind this movie? No, no. Sometimes I do, but most of the time I'm like, I'm going in to watch a film. Yes, I'm a critic, so I also have that in the back of my mind. Like, okay, has a story, has the characters, etc., etc. But at the end of the day, I just want to be entertained, regardless. So, with that being said, I want to take it to the comments real quick. And if you guys have any questions, if you guys have any thoughts on Venom in the Last Dance, are you guys excited? Or are you guys not excited? Just let me know in the chat. And breaking news from History Man. And I know Awesomedude said this earlier, but I'm 9 more subscribers away before 1K, and that is very huge.
Yeah, you've come
Yeah.
a long way. Like I said, the first time I found out about this podcast was from Awesome.
Awesome Man is awesome.
Yeah, this is a fun podcast.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Nick.
I mean, I got the chance to finally talk with Awesome, which is kind of a nice little special thing on my own.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, and I know I keep saying this, but I was very surprised that Awesome Man even agreed to be on the podcast, because for a YouTuber like him, you think, oh, he's probably busy. He probably doesn't care about smaller YouTubers, but he does, and he had a fun time. And just to let you guys know, people who are watching the podcast on YouTube and on Twitch, forgot to mention, I have Twitch and we'll be broadcasting season 2 on there as well. There's no viewers on there as of now, but there will be. Awesome Dude, do you have a question? Or do you want to say something?
Oh no, I was just playing with the mic. Sorry, but yeah, it is really cool how Awesome supports smaller creators. Sorry.
Hopefully, one day we can have Ellis Mark on the podcast.
Oh yeah, I wanted to get him on here in season 1. I messaged him on Twitter or X. No, I'm not gonna call it X. That just sounds cringy. I'm gonna still call it Twitter. He hasn't responded back to me, so I don't know.
No, you have to say he didn't respond to me yet, because I hope he was.
He didn't respond to me yet. Yes. You know what? I said that.
Here's an idea of what we could do in the future for the podcast. We could get the nostalgia critic on the podcast.
No. And let's save that towards the end of it, and then we'll just give our ideas. Well, what we can do for future episodes of Movies and Beyond. Okay, apparently there's no questions, so we're just gonna move right along to Pennywise. Now, why do I say? Oh, hold on. History Man says, I will make contact with Mark through the comment section. Okay, awesome. History Man is an awesome guy. Off topic real quick, but he's awesome. He's been a moderator for a few either weeks or months now, and he's doing a blast. So good job to History Man right now. Keeping the chat in check, keeping everyone in check, and making sure everything goes smoothly. All right, so Bill Skarsgård is officially set to return as Pennywise in the spin-off series Welcome to Derry.
I heard about that.
Now, if you don't know what that is, it's a prequel series for, of course, It, the 2017 film, and the sequel, 2019. And I'm just going to start off by saying that I am curious about this. I'm not all that excited. I'm curious though. Considering that this is a prequel, it could either go really good or really bad. And I'm going to say this right now. I know Chris, C3C Films, he has mentioned it on his podcast yeah, his podcast yesterday,
It's a live
and I
stream.
watched, and he said that if Pennywise is not in the show like at least every episode, then yeah, that's not gonna be it. Like I would not be happy if he just shows up for that season one of series premiere and then shows up at the very end. I don't want that. I want Pennywise to show up at least once every episode.
Yeah,
Oh,
have him be the
maybe.
villain of the show.
Oh, right, well,
I mean, it's
and
his
Nick, what
show.
do you think?
Honestly, the series does have potential to be good. I'm not so optimistic. It could. It does sound like a good idea because I don't know. Sorry if I'm struggling today. Nah. I am kind of glad this series is still moving forward, even with the current state of Warner Brothers. Just
Yeah.
on the verge.
I should mention this, but this series has been in well not production. They started in 2020, but eh, sorry, they had to shut it down because obviously COVID. The world went to crap. But yeah, I'm glad that this series is finally moving forward, and like I said, it should come out sometime in 2025.
Yeah, from what I've heard, I do like how they're gonna have it take place in the '60s as well. So it could give off kind of like maybe like a throwback to 1960s horror movies, I guess.
I guess that could work. Yeah.
It's also kind of a nice thing that Bill Skarsgård is coming back as Pennywise rather than recasting him with some other actor. Unlike some other prequel, Lightyear.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I,
Now
I
you
don't know if it was because of Lightyear, but I feel like ever since that movie came out, whenever there's a prequel to a movie, Hollywood just is always making sure the original actor just comes back as their respective role, no matter what.
Yeah,
It
that
could,
is. All right. Uh. All right. Doc Hog, I see that you wanna talk. So, what are your thoughts?
I have a feeling that the Welcome to Dairy show is gonna be very similar to Stranger Things, in my opinion.
that's
I don't
what
know
everyone's
why.
been saying about this show. That's always like gonna be like Stranger Things. Everyone's accusing it of being a Stranger Things ripoff. Which I do see where those people are coming from with like the bikes being similar to Stranger Things, but at the same time, technically Stranger Things did take inspiration from Stephen King with the boys gang in danger with some terrifying entity. Like it took the show kind of tries to pay homage to classic horror movies.
All right. Oh wait, is that all you wanted to say, Doc Hog?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Awesome, dude. Do you have any thoughts? Okay, I'll take that awkward silence as a no.
Hopefully, unlike Andy Musset's other project with another franchise, they don't try to resurrect dead people in the show with AI.
Mm.
Because there have been signs of
Well,
that with his other recent project, The
well,
Flash
I gotta
remake.
say, I think it's gonna be like Stranger Things, but honestly, I am excited for Welcome to
Oh, wait.
Gary, the spinoff.
Central. Sorry.
Same.
Since we're on the topic of Strange Things, real quick. This is related to Stranger Things, but I'm mainly talking about F and all that. Like, look, I get why people want to do the if. I mean, not do the if, do the Stranger Things, like the 80s and the kids and all that. But this is gonna be set in the 60s, so I don't want. What I'm saying is that I don't want to see another version of the Stranger Things, if that makes sense. Like,
Yeah.
if people want to watch Stranger Things, they can go on Netflix right now and watch the full seasons of that show. Not everything has to be Stranger Things. I know Stranger Things is massively popular amongst the fan base. I know Awesomedude and we love Stranger Things.
I
Dog
also
Park.
love Stranger Things as well.
Oh, okay, well, Nick as well, and I'm assuming Dog Park as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we all love Stranger Things. But it's like let these properties be their own thing. Stop trying to copy the Stranger Things model. Oh, okay. Awesome,
Another thing
dude.
that sets us apart,
Hold on.
and
Everybody mute your mics real quick.
another thing as well is that it's gonna.
Nick, you gotta mute your mic real quick. Cause awesome dude. Awesome dude.
Hello, I'm back.
Hello, welcome back. What are your thoughts on Welcome to Derry?
From Pennywise, right?
From Pennywise, yeah. From
Yeah,
it.
sorry. My
It's
mic my mic didn't work for some reason, so I was just like, all right, what I gotta do now? But it works again. But all right, my thoughts about it. So I'm a diehard Pennywise fan. I watched the first two movies. I got them on DVD. I still have them somewhere in my room, but I love them. So I really don't know how I have to feel, or I really don't know how this is going to happen or why they're making a prequel. But I really don't know how it's going to turn out. I'm kind of like scared how it is going to be, how it's going to turn out. I hope it will be good, of course. Or some people are saying that the main actor is coming back, and oh my gosh, I can truly not wait to see him again. And I recently watched Pennywise the movie again like a few weeks ago, and I was just like, bro, this movie deserves way more movies instead of two movies. I know, yeah, the book it's split in half, and finally we're getting a prequel. I guess, yeah, prequel. You guys said, and I think yeah, it deserved it, but I really don't know how it is going to turn out. So I'm a little bit scared, but I literally cannot wait when this movie or this show comes out. And oh my gosh, I'm so hyped for this one. I really don't know why, but I love horror movies, slasher movies, and oh my gosh, and we're getting a new Pennywise movie. I hope there will be blood everywhere or kills, and hopefully it's freaking scary because I love that, bro. I love that. But yeah, I'm really hyped for this one for this show.
Yeah,
all
mine
right.
only seems simple.
All right. Nick, we're gonna be moving on to the next topic. All right. So the next topic. You guys ready for this next one?
Yeah.
Yes.
All
Yes.
right. So Michael Bay will produce the upcoming Transformers and GI Joe crossover. What are
Fuck
your
no.
thoughts?
I'm alright with
Okay,
that.
that's Dark Heart's thoughts on
I'm alright with
on,
it.
on that on
Now,
that.
this might sound like a hot take, but I'm alright with Michael Bay being a producer. I
Ugh.
mean,
Well, the good thing with that is that he's the producer and not the director. Cause my gosh,
Well,
those both Transformers films.
I
Um,
think Michael Bay is all right. It's like people with Michael Bay. It's kind of annoying because they either worship him like a god or they despise him.
or
You
it could
know.
be, or you could either those options, or it could be like Filmado and make, and whenever you talk about a Michael Bay movie, just slap a South Park PNG of him on the thumbnails.
All
Anyway,
right.
anyway,
Anyway,
moving
awesome
on.
dude. Yeah. Awesome dude. What are your thoughts?
So I'm not a diehard or not really a Transformers fan, but I'm excited for the animated one. Because I love animated movies, so that's also the reason why
Oh,
I
this is we're talking about the live action one.
yeah, I know, but I
Yeah.
was just mentioning it. But I'll talk about the live action one. But I'm not a diehard Transformer fan. I only watched the few movies because of the animated one that's coming out. I was like, I kind of like have to hop on to it. I kind of have to understand the story and everything and the characters. But for this movie, with GI Joe, I guess, yeah. Um, I really do, yeah. I'm kind of like hyped. I really don't know how this is going to turn out. Like we have robots fighting with humans. Like how is this going to turn out? How like my mind is just going crazy at this point. Like how are they going to do this and everything? But I cannot wait for this movie, to be honest. I really cannot wait how they're going to do this, how this movie is going to turn out, like robots fighting GI Joe characters or however, and just it will be amazing, I guess. But I'm not a diehard fan. I think the movies are just like what everybody's saying. They're just boring. Kind of like it is not that boring, but everybody is just saying the same about the Transformers movies. Like it's kind of like myth, and I have the same opinion. So I am, yeah, I'm not kind of like really hyped for this movie, but but I still have a brain in my head. Like you cannot wait for this movie. So that's all for it.
Michael Bay was also a producer on Bumblebee and Rise of the Beasts as well. So as long as they hire someone who has passion for the franchise and loves the franchise, this could be a good love letter to both IPs. Where I don't know how to do it. Maybe it's like in a way where here's how I think they should go with it, but here's my initial ideas for how they could do it. They could maybe go for like a plot where it revolves around, it takes place maybe in the 2000s. Since Transformers Rise of the Beast is a sequel to Bumblebee, Bumblebee took place in the 80s, Rise of the Beast took place in the 90s. So it's like a good opportunity to have like the new the Transformers G.I. Joe crossover to take place in the 2000s, where the main character from Rise of the Beast has been fighting in the army and in GI Joe for years, and they're working on going mainstream. But some other Transformers villain, I don't know, from either IP is attacking the city. Even though SpongeBob and Patrick were in his house the whole time. That's a joke. Anyway, back to that. And the GI Joe team wants to join forces with the Transformers because they're the only ones who can stop this evil entity.
Bruh.
And Optimus Prime trust the guy from Rise of the Beast. Sorry if I call him the guy from Rise of the I I forgot his name because they both know each other,
Okay.
and they could go
Yo.
for like maybe an Avengers Infinity War type of plot. Have Pierre Collin voice the Optimus Prime as usual, and maybe have Chris Hemsworth, who is going to be in the movie, either play as like the main CEO of. I don't know who he's going to play as. They just said Chris Hemsworth is going to be in the Transformers movie. They never said the actual cast of who's going to play as. This is just my idea.
Dude,
And
if I
What were you saying, awesome dude?
All right. Let's see. In addition to Transformers and GI Joe crossover, are you guys getting sick and tired of Chris Hemsworth yet?
I mean, hey, at least he's not as oversaturated as the other Chris's
No,
and
no.
Chris Pratt.
No, Chris Hemsworth is my daddy.
Okay. Well, you'll be happy to know that Chris Hemsworth is in talks to star in the Transformers and GI Joe crossover movie.
I swear, if I have to talk about Transformers right now, I'm gonna kick Michael Bay's Autobot. No, I'm just joking. Anyway.
All right. All right. All right. Austin, dude, what are your thoughts? Oh, he's muted again. All right. Well, let's move on because we got a couple of more movie news to go over before the main topic. So let's talk about Sony Animation, shall we? So Sony
Sure.
Animation. Okay. Sony Animation has a new movie coming out. It's called Goat, and it's gonna be an original sports comedy animated film. It's coming out on February. Well, in February of 2026. Sorry for my stuttering now. What do you guys? What are you guys' thoughts?
Oh,
What
guys,
is it?
sorry. My mic didn't work, so that was the reason I didn't talk. Sorry for interrupting, but
Uh,
I was just like, I have to tell you. So, but now it works again. Oh my gosh.
that's all right. Well, since you're back, awesome dude. What are your thoughts on Chris Hemsworth, um, joining joining in talks to star in the new Transformers and GI Joe movie?
My thoughts.
Yeah.
Chris Hemsworth. I love him as Thor and everything, and him playing in the movie. Yeah, I hope he could do it. I really believe in him. He's a really great actor. He was also in the Squad Busters, and he also does a great job. So I believe in him. I think he also does a great job, or he will also do a great job in this movie where he's going to star in. So yeah, that's all I have. Yeah, that's kind of like my thoughts on it. Yeah, I really don't know else what I'd say, but yeah, I hope it turns out good for him, so it's not a flop. And I also hope the movie is also going to be good. Like, yeah, but Chris Hemsworth is just a great actor, so I'm really happy that he starts into this movie. In this movie, I really don't know what his part or what role he's going to get, but I'm surprised he got to role for a character. So I'm happy. But wait, you know what is crazy? He stars in a real life action Transformers movie, but he also voices Optimus Prime in the animated one. That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. Oh my god, that's crazy. But alright, back to your movie, Blaze.
All right. Thank you. And also, what are your thoughts on the anime of Sony making an animated film? Well, since you're on mute, you probably didn't hear this, but Sony Animation is gonna be releasing an original sports comedy movie called Goat, and I just want to know what are your thoughts on it?
Oh my gosh. An anime sports movie?
No, not
Oh
anime, animated.
oh, I was just like, oh my gosh, if it is anime, I don't know what could happen. Like, it could turn out pretty weird. Alright. Sorry, I'm a little bit dirty about it. Alright, let's just get back to topic. Um a sports movie, animated sports movie. It could be good, but it could also flop like the emoji movie. It could turn out good, or it could also turn out bad. Like we had the amazing, sorry, Spider-Man across Spider-Verse and everything. those were good. If they do the same animation style, if they find the same kind of like the same directors or something, kind of like that, same producers, it could be good. But if they do the same as Emoji Movie and they mess up everything, then I really don't know what they have to do. And a sports animated movie, it could be really dope, but it doesn't have to be boring like the Emoji Movie. Like, it has to be cool visuals, cool animation. I mean, like, it is kind of like boring. I don't know what kind of sport it's going to be, but imagine if it's like a soccer movie or football. Imagine it's like a soccer movie where they're just kicking balls or kicking. Well, yeah, just that. It could be boring, but if they have the visuals or the animation like Spider Verse or Spider Verse, like all the comic book lines, it could be truly amazing. It could be so cool. Just, I mean, like the ball just wing, wing, wing. It could be so cool. It could just be like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Mutant Mayhem, kind of like that. It's also amazing. If they do the same visuals or something, it could be amazing. So I hope they do that. If they don't do it, I really don't know how it's going to turn out, but I hope it's going to be great. And I cannot wait. Hopefully it's going to be good. So yeah, those are my thoughts. Back to you, Movie Blaze.
All right. Well, we do have a comment here. It says, "Do you know Stephen Curry is producing Goat?" Interesting. I did not know that, and I don't know who that person is. But that's awesome. That's cool. All right. Moving on to Captain, my Captain, Captain America. Oh, Sam Wilson. Um, so it's been reported that John Connor Exposito, the guy who was in The Boys, Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul, The Mandalorian, he's apparently gonna make his MCU debut in Captain America: Brave New World. Now, I
Yes.
am excited for this. He is a great actor, and I really hope Marvel doesn't fumble the bag and give him a character that is memorable and, allow him to be an actor. Don't let him be all silly and goofy. Like, that would be so disappointing because, again, I love this actor. He's fantastic in every role he's in. And just don't waste him. I hope they don't waste him. They waste Kristen Bell, who's a fantastic actor. They waste him in Don't Love and Thunder. And that was just disappointing. He had a good opening. He had a good opening, a good scene. The opening scene, I love it. I would watch that movie just to see that opening. Or I'll go on YouTube and I'll just, play the opening scene with just that. Like, he's such good of an actor. And it's sad. It really sucks that not only his character, but him in general, just got like wasted potential. So I'm hoping the same thing will not happen with John Connor's Exposito. And before we continue, I want to address something real quick. We got a super chat. Awesome. Keep in mind, guys.
Yeah.
Guys, if you guys want to donate, you guys can. And it's a better way for your question to get answered, because, comments scrolling up. And when I hit 1,000 subscribers, it's going to be a lot more harder to keep it, to see everyone's comments. So if you guys want to super chat, you guys can. All right. So he says, "Awesome dude and Movie Blaze, you're all awesome." Thank you. Thank you so much, man. Ding, 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 ding. $5 donation. Let's go. Yes. Sam the Man, you are Sam the Man, and you are awesome. All
Cool,
right.
cool.
Oh yeah.
All right. The thing that happened, awesome dude, is that
Yes,
I just
a
got another
donation.
donation.
All right. So I want to get back to your comments. Awesome, dude, and movie boys, you're both awesome. Thank you so much. You're also awesome. To the people that calls me awesome, you're also awesome. So keep that in mind. Sam the man. Sam the awesome man. You know, that's your new name. Sam the awesome man. All right, let's get back to movie boys.
Yeah, let's get back to it. Well, I wanna ask you guys. Both us. Let's start with Awesome Dude first, and then we head on over to Dark Hawk Official. What are your thoughts on Connor Exposito joining the MCU?
Wait, me?
Yeah.
All right, sorry. I the thoughts on
Thoughts
yeah.
on Connor. Okay, so if you don't know who Connor Exposito is, he's the same guy. He's the same guy in Breaking Bad. He's better. He's well known as playing Gus Fring in that show, and in Better Call Saul. He's in The Mandalorian season 2, and I heard that he was in season 3. I don't want to know because I haven't seen season 3. I heard it's bad, so I don't plan on watching it anytime soon. And he's also in The Boys. And I just wanted to ask, what are your thoughts on him coming into the MCU?
Wait, what was his name again?
Um, John Connors Exposito. Yeah.
An actor.
I'm sorry.
He he has played in many movies. If I see his face, I might recognize him.
Yeah.
But I don't know him. But I heard the name many times. Like people are talking about it. But that was a little bit off topic. But to be honest, he coming back. Like yeah, if he's a great actor. I heard people saying, "Oh, he's such a great actor." Even though I don't really know him. Sorry, no offense, but he might be the best actor ever. I really do not know, but like yeah, like I don't know him. It's really hard to say, but I believe in him. You can do it, man. But yeah, it's really cool that he's coming. Wait, what is his name? Maybe I could search for a second.
John Connor Exposito. If you want me to, um I can send you his name on Discord real quick. Sorry about that, guys. Um, real quickly. And also, we got some comments here relating to the topic. I don't really care. About Captain America Brave New World. Fair enough.
Oh, okay.
All right. While Awesome Dude is doing that, Doc Hawk, do you have anything to say?
Please.
No, I don't know who that is.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's sad that you guys don't know who that guy is. He's amazing.
Wait.
I'm
What?
joking. I'm joking. I'm joking, guys. I'm joking. I'm joking.
What's his
But
name? What's his name?
John Connor Exposito. I'll
Oh,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
dude.
I know him. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. No, that dude. I think, yeah. He's coming to the MCU, right?
Yes. The
Yeah.
character he will the character that he will be playing, I am not so as of yet, but I just hope his character is justified, and I hope he's justified as well, because he's a great actor, and I don't want him to have a wasted role.
Um, I gotta say, to be honest, like he is such a great actor. He is like, no, he's not really old. No offense, but he's kind of like not old, but you know he's kind of like getting old. So it will be kind of sad if this movie flops or something happens to his career because this movie flopped. if the movie is going to flop, people are going to be like, "Oh my gosh, he's so bad," or "He didn't do well." It will be sad. So I really hope also for him that this movie does be a hit, so he does not get hate and everything, because he's a great actor. Like, imagine if this movie flops and everybody's going to hate on him. But I will support him. Like, I know him from Star Wars. Yeah, Breaking Bad. I knew him. Yeah, love that show, to be honest.
KK.
Just keep him away from Taika Waititi. Yes.
Oh, Taika Waititi.
Oh, I don't want to talk about him.
Taika Waititi?
Yeah, yeah. No offense, but what he did to Thor, like, come on.
Yeah, that really annoyed me.
That
But,
really pissed me off.
yep, you took the words right out of my mouth. All right. So the next piece of news that we have today is apparently the Now House is getting another movie. This time it's animated, and it's called No Time to Spy, a Now House movie.
Oh my god.
And the trailer release, the trailer dropped, I believe, yesterday, and I saw it, and it doesn't look interesting. That's all I'll say. What are your guys' thoughts on uh on the Now House and this movie? If you've seen the trailer,
Ugh, I don't know if I'm gonna watch it. Maybe. I don't know.
To be honest, I love spy movies, and the Loud House just kind of like No Time to Spy, or I don't know what the name is, but I saw the trailer. To be honest, I love spy movies, so I hope it works well. Kind of like I hope it kind of like works well with the Loud House. I'm not really into it. I saw the musical movie. I don't really know how to think about it, but yeah, it is just probably just like one of a kind Nickelodeon movie just coming out of nowhere, like uh, Very Up Parents or something like that. Just it is coming out of nowhere. So, but I'll be looking forward to this movie, and I'll just take a look and maybe just watch it or do a review on it. But overall, it's just probably going to be the same as the first one. Just it is just a movie on Netflix, and that's it. That's it.
Oh shit, bro, I gotta go.
oh, all right. Well, thank you for dropping by, Doc Hawk,
Yeah,
and
definitely.
yeah,
Bye,
All
man.
right, bye bye.
all
Have
right,
a good day.
yeah. Have a good day.
You too.
All right,
Thank you.
yeah, yeah, yeah. All right. We got some people in the chat
Oh what? We got
saying saying no to the Now House movie. Why? Why another Now House movie? Because it's Nickelodeon, and that shows the proper no. Um, the Now House movie, No Time to Spy, is going to be just Despicable Me 2 at home. Hey, that's not dump on Despicable Me 2. Despicable Me 2 is that's a good movie. Yeah,
it might be the best.
it might be the best. Yes.
Yeah.
The acting is really bad. Oh, what, for the Now House?
Or the voice acting, I guess.
The voice acting. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I saw the first movie called the Now House movie that came out in 2021, and it was fine. I'm not gonna say I loved it, but it was fine. I prefer SpongeBob movies over this. Yeah, makes sense. All
Oh
right.
my god.
All right, those are all the news that we have to cover. Movie news and yeah, movie news. Also, the new trailer for Beetlejuice dropped, and
Beetlejuice.
I'm not gonna say I'm excited, but I'll watch it.
Jenna Ortega gets time to shine again. Woo!
Yes. Yeah.
I love her. Such a great actor.
Oh, I
Actress.
agree.
Actress, sorry.
That's okay. I agree. She's a wonderful actress. Oh, well, not wonderful actress, but she's a good actor. She's a good
Did you
actress.
just expose herself? No, but she's not ugly. That's just the only thing I'm going to say. She's totally not ugly. Oh.
Yeah. Oh
Like
well.
in Scream, she did a great job. Scream 5 and 6, she did a great job. In Wednesday, of course, and now in Beetlejuice, I cannot wait for her.
Yeah,
I
I
cannot
can't
wait.
wait for I can't wait to see her and Beetlejuice as well. I have not seen Wednesday. I can't wait to say anything about that. But she was good. She was good in Scream 5 and 6.
Did you watch those?
What, 5 and 6 of
Yeah.
Scream? Yeah. In fact,
Oh.
I did an entire marathon
Whoo.
on all the Scream movies because I was gonna see the sixth one in theaters that same week, so I had to rush to watch all of them, and guess what? I do not regret that. I do not
Oh.
regret it at all.
Oh man, I love the fifth one with Richie and the sixth one. Oh my gosh, Ghostface with the freaking gun. Like, oh, it is. I think, yeah, the fifth one is really great, but the sixth one is also really great. But the sixth one, yeah, there's something that it doesn't feels that doesn't makes it better than the first one. Probably because the first one is kind of like a remake of the how do you call it, the original first one, the from
Yeah, it's like it's a reboot, it's not a sequel.
yeah, and it's really good. And the sixth one, or the second one, from our years, it is also really great. Like, yeah, it is just that the Ghostface is the best out of all the other Ghostface, but it's not the best movie, but it is the best Ghostface, to be honest.
Yeah. Benny Wood has something to say real quick. Uh, Nickelodeon equals Mr. Krabs. Yep.
Yeah, that's just the truth. That's just how Nickelodeon works.
Yep, that is true. I'm saying the Now House No Time to Spy will be a Despicable Me 2 ripoff. Maybe. Maybe.
It might be, yeah.
We'll see. It might be. Sips. Uh, anyway, we're going to take a quick break. And then once we come back, we'll talk about the Garfield movie.
Woo.
All right, and we are back with the Garfield movie discussion. Now, I had the fortunate chance to see this movie only a week, well, then about a couple of days only, actually, because they were having a screening on that Sunday, the week of the movie's release, and I decided, you know what? Why not just go ahead and see it, get out of the way? And I do plan on making a review for this movie, so stay tuned for that. But I gotta say, I don't hate this movie. Like, I don't hate this movie at all. But I also don't love it, if that makes sense. Like, the movie, uh,
Oh yeah, sorry.
uh, keep on cutting in and out, buddy.
Yeah, I was trying to click on a mic, but it didn't work, and then it said you blocked your own mic, and I was just like, wait, what? And then I got kicked out for some reason, but now it works again. But keep talking. Sorry for interrupting.
Yeah, it's alright. Like I said, I seen I've seen the movie, and I'm not gonna say it's terrible because I've seen most anime movies that, but that doesn't excuse this movie for not trying. I mean, the opening scene with Garfield as an little kitten is probably the best scene in the movie. And after that, it just goes into a generic family film after that. And yeah, there was some times where jokes were being made and I laughed. I chuckled. Not laughed, chuckled. But for the most part, the humor was not really the best. Outside of Odie. The Odie, there's this one moment where Odie is doing things in the background while Garfield and his dad is having a conversation. And I just laughed. I just laughed because of all the ridiculous stuff that Odie was doing in the background was like, that's more interesting than the conversation that the two characters, Garfield and his dad, the ones that talk in the film. And also too, the whole father and son thing, it's been there, done that already.
It doesn't fit in
It
the movie.
doesn't. It doesn't. Yes, it doesn't fit in a Garfield movie. I heard Dad's reviews. I don't know if you have heard of him, Awesomedude. Have you heard of Dad's reviews?
Dad's review, yeah,
Yeah,
that's the guy
yeah,
from the United Kingdom.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, then I know him. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and his review for the Garfield movie was hilarious. I do agree with him when he says that it's just corporate and just it's lazy. Like, yes, I get it. I totally saw it in the film itself. There was some product. There was another product placement in this movie. Where I just rolled my eyes at. There's this one scene. Well, it was towards the end, but spoiler alert for the people who haven't seen the movie, it happens during the third act. Well, after the second act breakup, because we gotta have that in every anime movie. Well, the dad goes and abandons his son yet again, and the villain wants to kill them both for reasons. Uh, for a reason. It's a dumb reason, but whatever. I didn't want to care about that part. Um, they played the theme song. I kid you not, of Top Gun Maverick, or Top Gun in general, and I was like, "What the freak is this?" This is so not Garfield. This is, I like. My question is, who's this movie made for? Is this movie made to cater to the people who grew up with Garfield? Because if that's the case, you failed because this is not a Garfield movie. Is this a movie for kids? I guess. I don't know. I mean, apparently. Yeah, Austin did.
To be honest, the movie, yeah, it is definitely for kids. Um, but I already gave my thoughts in an earlier live stream. I did it, so yeah, I really don't know what I said, but I'm just going to say a few things. Unless you still want to talk about the movie, because I just kind of like interrupted you. But
No, no, it's alright. I was pretty much done. Like the movie, like I'll say, I have more things to say about the movie when I do my review for it. But I gotta say, John is just wasted. Okay. Let's talk about the characters real quick. Liz is barely in the movie. She only has one scene, and that's it. You know the cute gray cat Noma? He's not
oh
in the
yeah,
film. Well, he's in the film, but he's at the very end of it. I was like, oh, you, what words I can't say on this podcast. I just say that, but
they're planning on making a sequel probably.
yeah, and considering how well this movie's doing at the box office, and apparently people are liking this movie, which I'm not trying to take that away from people, but who knows? We might get a sequel, we might not. I don't know. Who really knows? Um, Nick says that the Garfield movie makes Scoob look like a masterpiece. Honestly,
Scoop is a
honest,
masterpiece.
yeah, you know what? Yeah, Scoob is a masterpiece.
It is so great.
It's, even though it's, even though they also don't, it's also not a Scooby Doo movie. It's a Scooby Doo movie for at least 5 minutes of it, and especially during the intro. But after that, it's like, yeah, no, not at all. Yeah, like I said, John is Ben. Well, Liz is Ben in the movie, so I don't know why she was in him. John, though, John has barely. He's not even a character in this movie. He's just down in the background, worried about his tabby and his dog. I'm like, yeah, that's John, but what? Like the whole father and son angle. I agree with Dad's reviews on this. Well, he said that the movie could have focused on John and Garfield, you know, instead of having Vic, played by Samuel L. Jackson. Which, I'm sorry, he can't save this movie. I love Samuel L. Jackson, but he was just there for a paycheck. Same thing with Chris Pratt. I know Chris Pratt is popular, but he is not Garfield. I am sorry. He is not Garfield at all.
He's
I'm,
better
so,
at Mario.
I'm sorry?
He might be. Or you said Garfield or the Chris Pratt is not doing good in this movie. He might be even better in the Mario movie. Like,
Yeah, yeah. As people, when the trailer for Mario came out, everyone was criticizing Chris Pratt. Like he's not Mario. Like why did you get this actor playing Mario? But when the movie came out, people were impressed. I would say. I was always down for it because I'm like, even though he doesn't sound like Mario, it's like, well, this is a trailer, guys. We need to wait for the actual movie to come out. And
yeah,
I, you know what, I said this right now, and I know this is a hot take, but uh, Chris Pratt is better in the Super Mario Bros. Movie than Garfield.
yeah.
I say that. But awesome, dude. What were you gonna say?
Yeah, he really is better in the Mario movie. It's always been, yeah, when people were saying he's going to be in a movie, like, oh my god. When I saw the trailer, I was just like, all right, why are you guys hating? He might not sound like Mario or Garfield or something, but he has the same vibe. He has the same voice, kind of like as Garfield. Like Garfield is normally kind of like, hey, hello, kind of like talking like that, and I feel like Chris Pratt has the same energy, or not kind of like energy, but in the Mario movie was just like, oh, hello, like, all right, I get it, but in the Garfield movie, he was just like, hello, kind of like, yeah, just like how Garfield always is. Garfield is just lazy, so I think he kind of like he did not a great job, but it was just fine. Oh, to be honest, the Garfield movie itself, like, this could have been a short movie, like I already said. This could have been a short movie, like a 1 hour movie, maybe a 30 minutes movie, maybe a 20 minutes movie, because the dad and son thing in the movie, that I was just like, oh, this is going to be a Garfield and John movie, but no, like Movie Blaze said, John was just always there. He was just in a background, and then the father came. I was just like, bro, I was not expecting this from a Garfield movie. Like, come on, we just want, like, the original is just like, it is just focusing on John and Garfield, like the old ones, the real life, the CGI. It's bad, I
Yeah.
know,
Oh,
but
I wanna. I'm sorry to interrupt.
no, no, it's fine.
I wanna add to that. You mentioned the live action ones. The live action movie was bad, but I prefer that than the animated version of Garfield. The anime movie version of Garfield. And
Yeah,
that was something else I wanted to say too that you said as well. Like going back to the father and son thing, like have at least John and Garfield. Like this could have been like new audiences introduction to Garfield. Like you could have made an entire origin story about Garfield. You know, him getting him from a kitten to an adult. You know, you could have
Yeah,
done that. And
like
also too, I forgot to add to this, but in the live action movies, Garfield is a Garfield is a uh
a lazy guy.
not just lazy, but he's a word that I can't say. But he is that. And he's very mean to both Odie and John, and we don't get that in this film. And I get that that people will complain that oh Garfield's too mean, but that's his character. That's Garfield. Garfield's not nice, and if it is, it's only to benefit him. You know. Sorry, awesome dude. What were you gonna say?
Say like well about the you could make a whole backstory about him. Like they did the same with Tom and Jerry, the animated or the live action movie. Like that one was great. They could have done kind of like the same with like Garfield and John, but then them each other. Like they could have gone everywhere, but instead they decided to just do 30 minutes, or I don't know how long it was, but it was kind of like just 30 minutes of how John and Garfield met, and then the rest of the movie it is just like a whole other story. Like imagine if those were split up in two movies. Like we got the movie when John and Garfield met, and we got a movie when Garfield and his dad met. Like this could have worked as a show, as sequels, but instead it was just like no, this got to be a full length movie. Bam. So that's what they did. But families, children love this movie, but the critics, the people who know everything about movies, like us, the whole community, us, may whoever in the whole universe, Alice Mark, all those YouTubers, they do not love the movie because they're seeing it on a different perspective. Like, but
Yeah.
Facebook moms and children are just like, yeah, this is great because it is funny and everything. But come on, this is not actually that it's always it's the same with Despicable Me. If there weren't
Oh
children
yeah.
or the Facebook moms, bro, nobody would have liked Despicable Me. Or there might be some people, but not actually like them as we like them right now because they are not making money from us. They're kind of like making money from the Facebook moms going to theaters with the children because they want to see a Despicable Me movie because it's so freaking funny. But yeah, that's all
Yeah.
I want to say.
Kids also want to see this film because of Minions.
No, those are funny.
Yeah, Minions are funny. I'll say that. Minions are hilarious. Also, to add to your point, too, I mentioned earlier that I saw on a screening of Garfield, and my audience loved this film. They
VIP.
freaking loved it. They even applauded at the end of the movie when the credits rolled. I'm like, this
What?
movie doesn't deserve that.
Like what? Oh yeah, yeah. Like with Marvel movies, you have that, or like with Endgame, in kind of like I am Iron Man, and everybody no, or everybody is
Yeah,
screaming. But at a Garfield movie, it is just Garfield. Like if the Mario movie gets it, I'll understand it, or a
yeah,
Moana movie,
Mario,
like
yeah.
all right. But a Garfield movie, like hey bro, calm down, calm down.
Yeah, Garfield of all things. Like, all right, I'm gonna let Nick back in because he wanted to join.
Oh yeah,
So I'm just gonna read his comment real quickly. Hopefully, the Garfield movie didn't make you lose faith in humanity, unlike other YouTubers. Yeah, no.
it did.
This movie, as bad as this movie is, it did not. It did not make me lose faith in humanity. Well, kinda.
It
It
already did. No,
you
no,
know
just
what?
kidding.
Yeah, the more I think about the Garfield movie, yeah. But I'm sorry, man. It made me lose faith in humanity. I mentioned this on in season one of Movies and Beyond. I saw the movie Tote, and a lot of people seem to really love that movie. I'm like, why? Like that movie was just bad. Um, let's see. There's another comment from History Man, and he says the people who like the new Garfield movie are stupid. That's all. That's all. What you say? Okay. Yeah. So basically, you're saying that all every kid that makes a Garfield movie is stupid. But hey, it's alright. Also, Facebook moms also make the Garfield movie because look at Garfield. He's so cute. This movie's so good. No, I've seen it. I've seen better anime movies. Now, I would say this: Toy Story 4 is a better movie than the Garfield movie. I just say
Way
that.
better. It
Way,
might be the best.
way better. But I would give Garfield this though. At least it's not the Emoji movie.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hey, what's
He's
up, Nick?
back. Woo! I mean,
Okay,
like,
so yeah.
he deserves applause. Woo! The Garfield movie does not. He deserves it. Woo!
Yes.
Okay, so I'm nothing new to seeing 9 million reviews of how bad the Garfield movie is, which I do agree with. So I
9 million?
no, I don't.
On which platform do you watch it? No, just kidding.
I haven't seen the movie yet, but I do not have an opinion on the movie yet because I haven't watched it. But I seen lots of but I have seen lots of reviews basically implying that this movie hasn't had the best reception. And I think from watching this live stream, I know why. I think, in my opinion, I think the problem most people have with it, how a lot of the old iconic Garfield characters never really make an appearance. Like the only characters you have are Garfield, Odie, and John, and also Nermal, which I now know because of Movie Blaze. But other than that, there's a lot of new characters, which again could work for some franchises. Like this might sound like a hot take, but look at the first two SpongeBob movies. They also had new characters, but they also did pretty well in a way. So but still felt like SpongeBob at its core at the end of the day. The Garfield movie, on the other hand, it I think it has the same problems people had with Scoob, where it just doesn't feel like where similar to Scoob just doesn't feel like Scooby Doo. The Garfield movie doesn't feel like Garfield. Like you can tell this was a corp. I never saw the movie, but from what I've heard, there are lots of product placements, including Olive Garden. And trust me, I don't know if Olive Garden has a Garfield fetish, but the amount of times I saw that same Olive Garden Garfield ad pop up in my YouTube video recommended section, it's like you just couldn't escape it. You just could.
Yeah. Yeah, it's even featured in the trailer.
I think here the Garfield movie could. It's kind of the same because an animated Garfield movie could have worked really well. Because here's how I would have done it. Frank Walker voices Garfield as usual. Well, because he's the main voice actor for Garfield, it makes sense. And maybe have some other. And meanwhile, have Odie not talk. You know, the typical voice cast.
Yeah.
Give it a Peanuts movie type of animation style, where it combines 2D and 3D in a way where it's supposed to represent a newspaper comic strip. It's supposed to look like it's being animated in 2D. And have all the original characters from the comic strip come back. Not rely on licensed music nor pop culture references, but instead just classic Garfield humor. And maybe rather than have it be like the Samuel L. Jackson as his father type of plot, have it be a plot where maybe John goes on a trip to, I don't know, what other landmarks there's some have it give off a Rugrats in Paris type of plot where maybe John is desperate for love, so maybe like they go on a trip to like Las Vegas. Um, I know that sounds like a stretch, but trust me on this one. Maybe it'd be like in a way where John becomes the CEO, starts getting money from a lasagna company, and Garfield is considered the main star. And we maybe have a little joke right there where it's like the villain's name is actually Lyman, as a joke about how, as the main Garfield character Lyman, who was basically John's best friends in the comics, but then just disappeared over time, and everyone jokes they got trapped in John's basement. And we have a little reference to that where it's like, I thought I was in a basement for years, and it sounds like you were doing it. And then John's just like, I'm sorry, what? And maybe where it's like Garfield, and Garfield is like the new mascot of this lasagna company, this big corrupted lasagna company. Maybe like Jim's Lasagna would be the name of it as a reference to Jim Davis. But then at one point, we find out that there's a twist, that they're actually exploiting Garfield for money, that they don't actually care about him. It would be a kind of like social commentary about how animals are treated in media sometimes. And then and not only that, but he's also manipulating John. So he's basically going drunk with power. So he stops caring about Garfield. And Garfield's trying to expose the company. So maybe in a way where he tries to mess up in an ad for John. But then John is being held hostage by him. And meanwhile, he leaves Garfield and Odie and maybe, I don't know, normal, just let it be Garfield and Odie to like. I know I might be stealing from Wonka a little bit with this one, but where they're left to drown in liquid lasagna. Does that sound too much of like plagiarizing?
What movie are you referencing in?
Wonka.
Well, there's chocolate, and there's chocolate. All right, I love that song. I gotta stop.
I haven't seen Welcome, but from what I've heard,
Oh, I am so sorry if I just spoiled the plot of what the scene would be like. And my defense was chocolate, so anyway, going on.
History Man says, way too familiar. And Brendan is here, going
Oh,
to see
going to
the
see the
Fall
Fall
Guy
Guy.
today. Awesome. I think
Have fun.
you're gonna love it.
Okay, so what about this? They like leave Garfield and Odie to like be to die in like a lasagna machine. And when they escape, Garfield exposes the truth about the company, and without words, because John can't understand Garfield, and that would be the catch of the movie, where maybe like every single line he says isn't where he's like talking when John isn't around, but when I do hear him talking with John, they're just thought bubbles. And with the Peanuts movie art style, we like sew the thought bubbles on screen because what they're taking advantage of 2D and 3D. And then after the events of the movie, John and the nurse lady, who was also John, I don't know, have John and the nurse lady um get married. Garfield and Odie live happily ever after. Normal is no, not normal. Is in there with Garfield just sighing and just saying, story of my life. Am I right? Pan out to a comic strip type of scene with Jim Davis's name being written, or not related to the ending, but have Jim Davis make a cameo as like maybe like a person telling Garfield that his life will get better and that he was the original owner of Garfield. Not like in a father way, or in a way where he was doing it because he just. This might sound too dark for a kids movie, but it's like dying of a sickness, and he's like bedridden, or or he like has ammonia. Anyway, back to the ending. It ends with a comic strip pan out of Garfield in the with Jim Davis's name being signed, with Garfield saying it's the story of my life, am I right? With the classic Garfield drawing of him shrugging, and then bam, end of movie, the end. Does that sound like a better plot? Any feedback?
I'm sorry. Yeah, that sounds interesting. Um, History Man says, also for anyone new who are seeing this in the future, spoiler warning. The ending is like the Peanuts movie ending. Yep.
Oh,
And
oh,
also too. Next time we're just gonna say spoiler note if we're gonna talk about a movie.
sorry. I just wanted to get my idea of how a Garfield movie would go in my eyes.
Uh,
Honestly, it's
so,
kind of the same too because the same person who directed it also directed The Emperor's New Groove. I don't know if it's like a Chicken Little scenario where maybe there was some studio meddling behind the scenes, but where it's like a Lorax scenario where the director wanted to make this good, but the companies didn't want to do that type of stuff. So instead, we got the mid version of those movies. But that's how I would have made the Garfield movie.
all right, that's good. Now for the final topic for today. Summer movie season. So the reason why I say summer movie season and put a question mark down is because this summer is not really there's not that many movies coming out this summer.
Thankfully, June isn't going to be like how June was like last year. Oh, thank
Oh
God.
yes, thank goodness for that because last June there was a lot of movies coming out. And
Yeah,
also speaking of which, tomorrow is the first anniversary of Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
yeah, that movie was amazing. Movie
That movie is incredible.
that survived the summer movie bombing and thankfully outdid The Flash.
Thank God. Yes, The Flash.
That was the
That
reason
put
why the actors' strike happened in the first place, probably.
what the
Right
Flash.
next to Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny.
Oh, that movie was a huge disappointment to me.
Yeah, off topic, but this is still for summer movies, so probably not as off topic. I remember having a dream that I saw the Flash trailer back in 2022, back when I was still hyped for it, where basically we passed into the three Batman suits. In 1989's Batman Returns Batman, and the Flash Batman suit was Michael Kansas saying, "So, you want to get nuts? Let's get nuts," with the
Yeah.
1989 Batman theme being played.
Okay. Oh wait, we have a comment here. It says the Spring Movie 4 is coming out in theaters in 1 month. Yep.
Yeah, that's incredible. I've noticed something that's different to what Illumination usually doesn't do. Is that
Yeah.
that they're not overly promoting the movie. Have any of you have any of you noticed that? Have any of you? Sorry, you were saying
I
music.
kind of did. Awesome did. I know you gotta go. What are your thoughts on the summer movie season, real quick, and then we'll just wrap it up here.
All right. Phew. On the Despicable Me movie.
No, just the summer movie season,
Oh,
like compared to last year, because
right.
we're not getting that many movies this summer.
Since we haven't gotten that much good movies this year already, we are getting some summer movies that or some summer related movies that might be better than the year, but I probably don't think there will be one good movie that will actually do the best or something. Like it won't be that competitive. Like we get the Wild Robot, or I don't know what the movie's called, like from
The movie's coming
DreamWorks.
out September.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's coming out in September.
all right. Wait, let me just.
Inside Out 2 looks pretty good.
Yeah, we got so the movies that are coming out this summer. We have Inside Out 2. We have Bad Boys, Ride or Die. I said it multiple times. They missed the opportunity to say, Bad Boys, um, Bad Boys, crap. What was that
Bad
last
Boys
movie?
for Life.
Bad Boys for Life, yes. They missed the opportunity to put it in the full film, but it's okay. We're getting Deadpool and Wolverine. People are excited. I'm excited for it. I bought my ticket for an IMAX. Unfortunately, though, and I looked it up, it's not gonna have it's not gonna have that IMAX aspect ratio. You know, where the full screen. It's just gonna be widescreen, but it's okay. It's okay. I'm still gonna watch it in IMAX. It's gonna be very awkward. Seeing a Marvel movie that's not filmed for IMAX. The last one to do this is Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Sheesh.
So yeah.
Guys, we also got Harold and the Purple
Oh,
Crayon.
you know what? Yeah, that's in the summer.
Because it shows that at
Okay,
least this
I'm
movie
sorry.
doesn't have that much
Continue.
fate with the Despicable Me 4 movie.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it's a Despicable Me. I mean, one of their most favorite franchises, so well, it could either be that, or maybe it's just that they're they found out the problems they have, and they're trying not to overly promote the movie. Because the same thing happened with Migration as well. They didn't they promoted it, but didn't overly promote it.
Yeah,
So
that's
they're
what.
trying to I think they're trying to here's my thoughts. They're trying to slow down on the marketing, also let their other IPs breathe. So they have a healthy balance between marketing enough for people to actually watch it, while also at the same time not shoving it down their throats.
All right. Interesting.
Because
I'm sorry to interrupt you. Awesome dude, what were you guys saying?
Despicable Me 4, I'm definitely going to see it because my mom is a Facebook mom. So, but yeah, I also want to see it because to do a review on it. So, I really cannot wait for that one. Harold and the Purple Crayon or something.
no,
I guess is it also a summer
yeah,
related movie?
Yeah,
it's
it's
coming
released
out
in
in
August.
August. So one of the most that movie has to be one of the most. We are aware of the original book existing, but at the same time, we just don't care about the source material for the most part. Movies I have watched, I have not watched because the movie isn't out yet, but it looks like they're just trying to. It doesn't really look like it's trying to stay accurate to the source material for the most part.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't really know about that. That could be
We
terrible.
were going to get an animated adaptation by Sony Pictures Animation. And they're making Harold a full-grown adult for
Yeah,
some
that's the
reason.
weirdest part.
What? The point of the original book was that it was a child doing it, not a full-grown adult.
Yeah, that's so weird. I saw both. I saw the new trailer, and the trailer looked like it looked like crap.
Zachary Levi
The
doesn't
poster
even
that came out and that crap too.
Zachary Levi doesn't even look excited on the movie posters. Like
No.
I saw your community post about the new poster for the movie, but Zachary, I commented on your post about this, but Zachary Levi just looks dead on the inside. It's like they just took a PNG saw of his head and then just added random crap on top of him, and that was it.
Yeah.
All right, I gotta go.
All right, but seriously, that's a wrap on this episode of Movies and Beyond. I want to thank each and every one of you guys showing up. Thank you, Awesomedude, Nick, and of course, Dark Hawk Official.
Thank you also.
Join us next week. There'll be a new episode. And yeah, remember to subscribe to the channel if you want to see more from all of us here on the Movies and Beyond show. And that about does it. And until next time, guys, keep blazing into the beyond.
Bye.